Okay, this is an informative video on how I lowered the thermals of my ASUS TUF 505DU gaming laptop with the AMD 3750H processor and the 1660 Ti from NVIDIA graphics chip. So, I was getting 101 degrees at times playing video games on this laptop. Um, I went ahead, I reapplied thermal paste with the Arctic MX4 thermal paste. It lowered my temperatures, to 85, 90, maybe 95 degrees at times. So I was still getting high temps for how much I wanted inside my laptop case. I didn't want it affecting any of my other components. I know the AMD processor has a thermal limit of 105 before it shuts down, but I didn't want to cause problems with my processor or any other components. So I want the lowest temperatures possible and still get good frame rates. One thing I was noticing is I was getting stuttering once it hits 101 or 95 degrees. It starts stuttering, going from 60 frames per second down to like 2 frames per second, and it would just pause and stutter, and I was having those problems. So I thought reapplying thermal paste would work, but it did to a point, but I still didn't like the high temps. So I went ahead. That eliminated the stuttering, but I went ahead and I found this program. Ryzen Master doesn't work with AMD mobile chips, so I found this program is on GitLab.com. Ryzen controller team, Ryzen controller releases, Ryzen controller release 1.16. Just click Windows installer. It doesn't have a virus. Just scan it if you want to. It doesn't have a virus. I installed it. Once you install it, it will put this in your tray, this Ryzen controller icon here. Double click it. Go to heavy impact. There you can set your temperature limit. I have mine set at 75. It still runs all my games at 60 frames per second pretty much or higher. It still boosts to 3.9 gigahertz. If I want a little bit more speed and a little bit more frames per second, I can put this up to 80, 85 degrees Celsius. But that's pretty much the max I want it to be at because I don't really want my processor getting too hot and heating up my laptop too much. So this is what you need to change. I don't mess with all this other stuff. You can if you're an expert at tweaking this kind of stuff, but this can damage your processor permanently if you do something wrong here. So I don't mess with that. I don't need to mess with that. I get good performance without messing with that. So then after you set your temperature limit, go to settings. You click all these, so it auto starts when you start your computer, so you don't have to do this every time. And then go down here and click 10 seconds. It says Ryzen controller will reapply Ryzen adjust every X seconds, set 0 to disable. I have it at 10 seconds. The reason why is that I noticed sometimes it would disable itself, or something would disable it when I was playing a game and my temperatures would go back up. But this right here, it will reapply the thermal limit every 10 seconds, so you won't have that problem at all. So that's pretty much it. This should solve your temperature problems. Even without having to reapply thermal paste, this should solve your temperature problems. You should get that steady frames per second. You shouldn't have thermal throttling anymore. Or you shouldn't have game stuttering anymore, I should say. You should have smooth frames per second. Your task should run well, and you shouldn't have any more problems with this program. That's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to be making more videos as time goes on. And have a great day.